What's going on YouTube? Mike from Popeace back again with another video, and today I'm going to talk to you about how I balance collecting, selling, and investing. Alright, so when I first started this Pokemon journey, when I got back into the hobby around almost 2 years ago now, I thought that I just wanted to be a Pokemon reseller, and Pokemon was extremely cheap back then. Places like GameStop, which is hard to believe, was actually literally giving away Pokemon cards. Stuff was half price all the time. It was buy two, get one free, and stuff like that. So it was actually cheap and fun to rip Pokemon packs. So I did that a lot, and I got really lucky in the beginning. You could get cases of stuff from online shops pretty cheap. And yeah, I was just ripping packs left and right, and I ended up with a bunch of hits, and I was like, okay, time to cash in. I'm gonna list all these on my eBay store and make the money back, which I did. But then I had all the bulk and I just had no hits, and things started to be kind of at a standstill. I had amassed a pretty decent sealed collection, but like I said, Pokemon cards were so cheap, it was impossible for me to compete with the other online sellers, especially for things that even with things that I got at like buy two get one free sales and getting stuff half off. I was getting the Gyarados EX premium collections and the Lugia Unknown V premium collections, a lot of them for super cheap, like $20 or less. And yeah, trying to sell them on eBay, I was either breaking even or losing money, especially when I'm trying to compete with other guys who have distribution or however they got it, I don't know. So I ended up holding on to a lot of those boxes for a while until one day I felt like ripping them all, and I did that again and then sold off the hits, and I just kind of repeated that cycle every like maybe 4 or 5 months for about a year. And then I decided, because after a while I started to realize, hey, I miss a lot of those hit cards, a lot of those big chase cards that I used to have, because I pulled a lot of them, guys. So I started setting stuff aside for my personal collection, and that grew to be pretty decent size. A lot of singles, a lot of singles, and yeah, I hold on to a bunch of sealed. But then business started slowing down, and I was like, maybe I shouldn't be holding on to these. I gotta keep the money flowing. So sold everything off, and now there might have been 1 or 2 more cycles after that, but now I think I'm at a pretty comfortable stage in my journey where I have a lot of inventory, whether it's sealed singles. I don't have too many slabs, but I also have a pretty nice personal collection. But I found that while I do want to be a collector, I really want to be an investor, and I really want to be a seller. So I decided to put those 2 things first. But the way I do it, it still feels like I'm collecting. So, because investing kind of is like collecting. It's just a collector is going to have the items for longer, most likely. But collectors are always flipping and, buying stuff and then a couple years later trading it to something else for their collection. To someone else for something for their collection. So it's basically like the same thing. It's just like short term versus long term. But yeah, this is how I do it. So after a while, after I ran out of chase cards and all I had was bulk, yeah, just bulk. I decided I'm gonna list all this bulk now, and um, I got through basically all of the hollow rares and reverse hollows, and by the time I was done doing that, I was getting so many sales per day on these hollow rares and reverse hollow rares that I actually never made it to the commons and uncommons. Like, I just straight up don't have time to list them, so they all go in these boxes back here. So yeah, pretty quickly the hollow rares and reverse hollows started making me enough money that I could reinvest into buying more collections and buying sealed products. So I started flip flopping. Like, one week I would buy some sealed product, the next week I would buy a collection, and I just go back and forth between that. And that is basically what built up the store. So I really don't have too many like big hits in my eBay store because they sell out. Like, I'll buy a collection and it might have like 700 cards in it or something like that. And out of those 700 cards, probably 20 of them, 20, maybe 25 of them are hits. Maybe like 150 are hollows and or reverse hollows and hollow rares, and the rest is just bulk. So I'll list the hits, they'll sell like within a week, and then it takes me a little while to split up and sort the rest, the hollow rares and the reverse hollows. But by the time I'm done with that, I've got orders coming in from cards that I've listed, 6 months ago or something like that. So I really never have time to make it to the commons. But I also acquired, where is it? This binder in a collection buy in like February. And I had never had a Pokemon binder before this. And previously, I was just keeping all the cards in these slide out drawers. I still do keep, this is where I keep all the hollows and hollow rares now. And bulk V's and EXs, and these are all promos in this drawer. But the bottom row is all trainers, the middle row is all rares, and the top row is, like I said, promos and V's and EXs and Radiants. And then this middle drawer is a bunch of older cards that I don't have categorized, but it's not many of them, so I can flip through pretty easily and find the card that I need. But like I was saying, I acquired this binder, and I figured this is a great way to store my kind of bigger, not really big hits, but the V Maxes, V Stars, full art EXs, full art Vs, some promos, and stuff like that without, having to keep them in a drawer. So I could actually see them, show them off, put them on display for my friends. So each page is its own thing. The first page was promos. The second page is illustration rare, second and third page. Got Radiance over here. These are all Pokeballs or Master Balls, except for this Dark Gyarados and Kingdra EX. I just got those and I didn't feel like rearranging the binder completely. But we got the full art trainers. I bought somebody out on these cards a while ago, so I just wanted to fill up a page, have a full page of something, and I had ended up with 2 full pages, and I still have more of these Roserade and Voltorbs. More trainer galleries. More trainer galleries. I also have a full page of Parasect. And then these are some kind of older cards here. And then more full art trainers. Ace specs. Couple gold cards and another Ace spec, a break card, a Japanese Mew EX. Full art V's over here. I hope this is in frame. Some more full art V's. Some Zamazenta, some V Stars, This is getting heavy. This binder's almost full, guys. We got the V Maxes, some GXs, some more full art EXs, more full art trainers. These are GX promos. We got more trainer galleries, full page of the Jinx trainer gallery, some gold cards there, more full art trainers, and then these are full art V promos, and I think that's it. But yeah, this is just one way that I like to, how am I gonna put it? I'm collecting, but all of this stuff is for sale. But like I said, if I want to show, you know, somebody my collection, I can just pull out this binder and flip through it really easily. And I can just come and look at it whenever I want. But yeah, all of these cards are for sale. So that's cool. And then, yeah, got the sealed collection behind me. None of this stuff was for sale, but like I said, every like 5 or 6 months, I just sell everything, and I usually hold on to a couple things. These have been on sale multiple. Every time I've sold everything, I put these up for sale, and nobody wants to buy them. And then the next 6 months goes by, and the price goes crazy. I put them up again, nobody wants to buy them. So interesting. So interesting. I've had them up for sale for like as low as like $150 for both of them before, and nobody bought. And now the price is like over $350. So that's crazy. But yeah, I'll be keeping those. I'll be keeping my celebrations and my celebrations collection boxes this time around. But yeah, a bunch of cards did just sell, so I just wanted to show you guys how I do things around here before I pick and pack all of these cards. Oh yeah, if you stay to the end, you get to see, I guess, the rest of my personal collection. But once again, all of these cards are for sale. They might be a little more expensive than other sellers on eBay. Some of them will be around the same price. Most of them will be around the same price. But yeah, some will be a little more expensive. And those are the ones that I just really like and don't really want to sell. But if somebody wants to buy them, that is the price that I will take. Got a couple slabs here. Hopefully all of this is in focus. I'm not sure if I showed the leafy on. But yep, man, that's, oh, hold on. These are not for sale yet, but they will be. And I picked up all of these cards from collections over just pretty much over the last, like 7 months, because I sold everything in January and I had literally nothing on these shelves. Yeah, it's crazy, but hopefully I can get it all going soon. We'll move into some other investment, and if everything goes well, I'll be able to buy back my collection. Not obviously from the same person, but I'll be able to get back all this stuff and more. But yeah, that's all I got for you guys today. If you want to see like a full collection tour, leave a like, comment, subscribe down below, and I'll be back in a couple days with another video for you. Peace.